Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy, Suave.
Yo. Yo. Can you hear me? Yo. What up? It's your boy, Snoop.
That's some Sour Patch Kids.
Welcome to the Unbiased Opinions podcast, man.
No,
Yeah, he called me with the Sour Patch. I was freshly showing. We just said we didn't want to do this, and what did he do?
Oh, nah.
I told him. We about to start.
He said, get it out the way before we on the air. But it's all good.
Yeah, we gave him that pre-warning. But today we're joined here with our special guest, dancer. What should we call you? Like is it shoehead a good term?
Shoe
Or do they use shoe enthusiast? What's the terms nowadays?
I don't know. Like, I don't necessarily, it's like the directive, like, to like label to someone, you know? But
yeah. Like, what would you label yourself as far as like shoes?
I don't know. Artist.
Vegas
Vegas
okay.
native.
Vegas native.
But you like really, I want to say knowledgeable in the shoe game, right?
I am. But I think there's more to that. You know what I mean? Like
you're pretty knowledgeable in dance too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both y'all do the, like, not the exact same thing, but like there's always just more than that. If I was like Suave as a dancer, you know, he's more.
Yeah. No, I was just giving you like all the labels, dancer. I don't know, shoehead or something, and
you're trying to get the correct term.
All the titles that you, all the belts that you wear, the mini hats, you know what I mean. We could keep going, podcaster. You know, give you all the labels you need.
Nah, much love.
Now we're gonna hook it up.
Much love.
Are you? So you're originally from Vegas?
Well, I'm born in the Bay Area, but I moved here in 2001. But if someone's like, "Where are you from?" I say Las Vegas.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
been here for 20 years.
Very happy of our upbringing. Like, I feel like us collectively, like, we didn't know each other directly, right? At some point, if you look back at roots, like, we were like just people within the community and the consensus just growing up.
Yeah, the dance community and stuff like that. Yeah,
I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, damn, dance goes deep for a lot of people, and
it's deep rooted.
Kind of just coinciding with the culture.
Yeah, it's really deep rooted. It's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Facts.
Like everybody, it's kind of like everybody knows everybody type of thing.
Yeah,
or knows of somebody type of thing. It's crazy.
Small community. It's kind of like Vegas, pretty much. Vegas is a small city, so.
That it is.
If you're born and raised in Vegas, you definitely know somebody that knows somebody from somewhere.
Facts.
Yeah, there's some circles though where I'll just be like, I wonder what them people are doing. I never seen these characters.
Really?
You know?
The city's growing and it ain't small no more. Yesterday's Vegas ain't today's Vegas.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure if somebody came to like a random park and seen the dance sessions and stuff like that, they'll be like, "Who's them people?" I've never seen that before.
True, very true.
That's new.
That's new.
Yeah, you know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
So it's like different sides, but I guess it's still small, but it's definitely different sides.
Right.
Yeah, like I seen the bike club. They be riding up and down the strip and shit, just on regular bicycles.
Right.
Oh, see, I thought you was talking about like a motorcycle club.
Nah, not even
bike club.
I was gonna say I see more like push bike peddlers more than like actual like motorcycle gangs or what have you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
More than that, like for sure, I've seen that shit.
Yeah.
And now they got the one wheelers.
All that. Yeah.
Hey,
they got a one wheel squad.
That's your tribe, bro.
Yeah,
even like the scooters and the electric bikes and shit.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
That's what I was thinking. I was
got like a whole little squad.
I might join the biking community, man. I might get me a low rider bike and get me with the bench seat so I can have my kids on there. And
that's
shit.
so fire.
I can see you doing that.
That's fire.
Having your kids on there,
speakers and shit, just ride around the neighborhood,
cruising down the street in my six. That'd be funny.
I would though. I was thinking about doing that. I think that's something different, man. I feel like my time with dance is coming to an end, dog.
Make it happen, bro.
I feel like it's coming to an end.
It happens, man. You know, we grow out of things all the time.
That's a fact.
Facts.
We get older. Sometimes we get new passions and new avenues we got to go down.
Facts.
For sure.
Like would you dance? When did you start? When did you start dancing?
Man, I started dance. For me, it's like 8th grade year, 2006. Like I started, originally I was turfing.
Okay.
And then it became like popping. But like 2006 is just, y'all were outside, so it's like.
Especially in Vegas, it wasn't too many turfers in Vegas. Like in 2006, you had.
No, but like to me, like I look at that era.
Hyphy and shit, niggas was still dancing.
I look at that era to me as like civil war because of like so many cats did like they were just dancing or had
trying to
did X amount of style or what. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I didn't know. Okay, word. But like, then you be up at Town Square or some shit or wherever. Like, hey, we running this round. Like, I don't even know you. Like, yeah, we running this round. I was like, okay.
Yeah. People didn't care back then.
People didn't really care.
That's how it was. Yeah. It was hardcore.
Y'all know how it was. Silverado sessions and what have you.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
But you know what? We didn't. And as far as I don't know about. I mean, I'm pretty sure you didn't either, but because we was always together. But as far as Crumpers, we didn't have like a club battle scene. Everything was outside, like in the streets at a session. It was never like you just go into a random club and you like, hey, you dance? Yeah, let's go battle.
But it'll be at a mall though. You'll be at a mall and they'll be, what is you doing? You moving? Yeah. Come outside and see me in this parking lot though.
Exactly.
Or come to this food court.
That's what I'm saying though. We always had like either our music was coming from like dum dum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or somebody playing music out their trunk or something like that.
Parking lot would be where it's at.
So you was battling in clubs and shit.
You said what?
You was battling in clubs, like popping and turfing.
Not necessarily, like, bro, at that time I was still in I was still in the 8th grade. Like I think like where I was like, hey, I'm battling at like when I turned like 20, 21, 22 or you know what I mean? That was like 23, 20 what? I'm having a brain fart. 2020, no, 2011, 2012.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. I'm having a brain fart.
You said you was in middle school in 2006, so yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think 2014 is really when I started turning up battling, like getting active in the scene.
Okay.
Because like after high school, I wasn't really battling, right? Because they had like Vegas Shakedown. You guys have heard of that? Yes, no.
I've never heard of it.
Damn. Yeah. So Shakedown at that point was like.
I wish I would have though. Shit.
Man, it's crazy because like dance is like such a it's common language, but when you talk different language, it becomes like foreign and distinct. You know what I mean? But breaking, they would throw popping battles, breaking battles, etc. throughout the years. You know what I mean? Like that's how it was. But I wasn't like that acclimated. Like I'd pull up every so often. Yeah. Then after I turned 21, I started getting down with Lamont.
Okay.
Boogie D, Big Heartbreak, and them.
Right. Okay.
The dance world's crazy.
Dance world is small.
Hella small. Because they all crump too.
Yeah.
Except for Boogie D, but you know.
Right. But he still gets out and actually like hasn't been in a while, but he has like been to crump events and gatherings.
Oh yeah.
Pull up and show
he
love.
Always pulling up and showing love, even at the sessions.
Right.
Yeah.
He always pulling up.
Right.
But yeah, I guess before we get into the shoes and stuff, we got to talk about current world events, I guess. You know what I mean? Because I mean,
all I got to say about this is
we gotta go there. There's a couple of controversial, our world topics, trending topics that we got to discuss, you know, just to put it out there and get it out there. But
let's do it.
Obviously, let's get on the first one, which is the Oscars situation.
Here we go.
I'm sure people, you know, it's crazy though. Before I even say it, I don't even think people knew that the Oscars was on Sunday.
I for sure did not know that.
If it wasn't for the group chat, I was like, what? Oh, damn, that's tonight.
I did not know that.
I don't think people actually knew the Oscars was going down. But now people know.
The ratings just went all the way through the roof.
Oh yeah. And which is really crazy is the ratings were down last year because the whole COVID situation. Mm-hmm. They weren't even supposed to have an Oscars last year. But yeah, so the Oscars happened, and I guess we all know what happened. Some controversy happened with Chris Rock and Will Smith. Chris Rock said a joke.
Yeah.
About Jada.
Yeah, he did.
And you know, I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing because Snoop has Sour Patch Kids.
We don't talk about Jada. You know what I mean? So Will Smith got up and got to smacking. Made the smack heard all around the world, pretty much.
He has to get up because of the situation. You know.
That's what I wanted to discuss with the situation is like, do you guys feel the slap was warranted? Like, was it justified?
I mean, I can't say no. I mean, I can't say I can't say it wasn't justified. Like, you know, Jada's condition, her health condition, with her hair, she's been talking about it. She's been real vocal about it.
Yeah.
So it ain't like he didn't know.
Yeah.
And then the joke about it, I don't know. Maybe it's just like some things you just not, especially if that's the homie. Like if you,
because Chris Rock and Will Smith's relationship throughout the decades has been like a unique one in its own right. I don't know how it is them at that moment.
Yeah.
But to some degree, I think like it was justified to some degree, right? Like
exactly.
Pretty sure Chris Rock, if he had known of the conditions prior, I don't think he would have said it. But
yeah,
you don't think he would have said it if he? You don't think he knew?
I wouldn't know. I'm not Chris Rock, so
I know.
Yeah,
but I can't say he didn't. I would have to assume he knew because I mean he's in that circle. If you, I mean not Suave. If something happened in the Crump community and I was vocal about it, y'all gonna know.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's true. I guess he could have known, but at the same time, some celebrities don't even be paying attention to what other celebrities be doing sometimes. They be in their own little bubbles. Like I mean, they don't know when people have albums or something. They're like, oh, this song came out, you know. So it's, I don't know. I can't really say he did or didn't.
Chris Rock. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask Suave. Like, do you think it was like just like warranted or?
Honestly, what I think about when it comes to the situation, I think they were both wrong. So I don't think it was justified in a way. Like I think he could have handled it better. I guess you could say. Like I know a lot of people. Yeah, I know a lot of people say like, well, how would you handle it when you're in that situation? But it's just like I feel like if we, just in my opinion, if we like agree with it, I feel like we're almost like condoning violence in a way. We're like saying like it's okay if you do stuff like this, you know, like, so it's like, okay, well, like now if I'm in my job and somebody says something disrespectful, can I just get up and smack a coworker? Like, wow, you know, just be like,
valid.
That's what it is. You know what I mean?
That's a valid point.
Yeah. So it's like, I feel like it's a time and place for something. Like somebody says something disrespectful at your job, you know, sometimes you got to be like, okay, I'm gonna catch you. You know what I mean? Go and tell the manager real quick. Let somebody know.
You think he just shouldn't have did it on stage?
Yeah, I think like if he wanted to pull up outside and like pull him backstage and handle that, yeah, then that's cool. But I feel like when he did it and the reaction and stuff like that,
he could have just.
He could have did it differently.
I'm not gonna say what he could, should have, would have done. I think at some moment when you saw Will Smith getting up, it was like, oh, it's gonna be like a Kanye, Taylor Swift type spiel.
To be honest, I thought they were just gonna go up. He was gonna go up there and just start cracking some jokes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go up there and I'm a Chris Crock. Now look at you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like take over
that's
the
what
whole
I thought,
show.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
that's what I thought at first.
He said, I'm gonna slap your ass and go sit down and take over the whole show.
And you know what I think would have been? You know what I think would have been like a respectable way to do it. And this is just my opinion, but I feel like if he would have got up if he would have waited until he got the Oscar, right? And when he was going up to give the speech, he was like, before I give my speech, I want to thank my wife. You know, first, let me shout out my wife because she's been going through a lot, blah, 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 you know, and shed light on what she's going through and then touch on the joke.
Like,
yeah.
That's why I slapped the stop.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Because he accepted the award, was it like 10 minutes after the incident or something?
Like 5 minutes after.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because I didn't.
It's like,
That's the thing.
smack,
There was
sit
a
down.
commercial break, came
You go
back. All right, Will Smith for best movie, for best actor.
See,
Everybody looking like, oh my God.
because I feel like people seen the slap happen in that moment, but no one, or I'm sorry, not no one, but not many people really saw like the acceptance, because I sure didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I seen that way later. Way later, but I didn't know what happened afterwards.
Yeah, so it's like, and then like the speech, it felt like he wanted to apologize, but he didn't want to apologize. So just like this whole thing, it just made everything kind of awkward after when you see the whole thing.
right.
Like, dang.
I think. Well, I think at this point, have both parties issued like an apology, or is it just like
Chris Rock hasn't he?
No, they said Chris Rock didn't. They said Will Smith did.
You ain't see the thing about Chris Rock when he said some lines are meant to be or shouldn't be crossed?
They said that was fake.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But we took the time to write that.
Right.
We gotta see like
That sucks, man. Social media sucks, man.
I
Damn.
know. There's such a spread of mass information. Like,
Yeah.
it's easy.
And it's
easy.
It's extremely easy.
Easy.
Extremely easy. That's what sucks about it.
Yeah, James, I'm team Chris too. No, but no, I just think for comedians,
He said you team Chris.
I feel bad for comedians. You know what I mean? Because like comedians, like
why? Because Pete Davidson in the limelight now too.
just in general, like
I mean, yeah.
How can you joke nowadays? You know, like how can you say jokes and stuff like that without people getting offended? Everybody gets offended for anything nowadays, and it sucks because the way I think of it too. The way I think of it too is like if you get in a room, like it brings me back to days when people used to like roast each other.
Right.
You know, when you get roasted, sometimes your feelings would get hurt. But if you acted out of character, people would be like, "Oh, you soft, you take," you know, because it's like it was just jokes, but you let it get to you. You know we were just joking around.
See, but it's like, oh my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's like, you know, some people I've seen some people, they close or they, cool with somebody and they can joke about each other's parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if the parent had passed away, they can still kind of joke about it because like I'm not too sensitive about that.
Yeah.
That don't mean the next person isn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Mean? So if they're sensitive about it, you try to go over there, you joke like that. You're like, oh, I'm just, it's just jokes. I'm trying to make a light of a sad situation.
Yeah,
I don't play like that. Maybe Jada felt like that.
That's true.
But I feel like Chris Rock when he was, not Chris Rock, but Will Smith when he was laughing. I feel like as an actor, majority of the time you have to laugh off something that you want to. You want to slap somebody for it, but you just laugh it off, try to make it look good.
Yeah.
But maybe at that point, Jada was like, "Nah, this is too much."
Yeah.
That he crossed the way line. So it was like, all right.
He jumped all the way out of pocket. Yeah. Because the way she looked like she was disappointed. But dang. But did you guys think the joke was bad? Like when you heard it, did you think it was bad or how did you feel about it?
I didn't even know there was a G.I. Jane movie coming up. So at that time,
So that's a new movie.
There's not even a G.I. Jane movie coming. That was just the joke. Yeah, that was the old movie.
See, because like I didn't understand the reference. Like, is it just because G.I. Jane is just a woman who with no hair? Or is it just like
I think that's what they said. That's what the joke was.
You didn't see the picture? You didn't see the cover?
No.
G.I. Jane. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know the frame,
so you didn't even get
reference. Is it just like
so? It wasn't even funny at all. She was like,
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I get you. I agree with you.
Can't relate. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I felt the same way when I first seen it. I was like, what is the joke even about? Like, I'm thinking, oh, maybe Jada did play it back in the day. I could see her playing like something movie, like that.
Yeah.
I was like, if he'd have said something about the Matrix, would it have been bad? Because she was bald-headed. No, she wasn't bald-headed.
No, she had them little... But if he said something like at the end to set it off...
She cut her hair?
Yeah.
That, I don't know, maybe, like I said, their relationship throughout the decades could have been like deteriorated or what have you. Like,
because I heard
I don't know what the boundaries are with their relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're talking about.
You seen Chris Rock taking a shot at Jada too when she did the boycott.
Yeah, the other Oscars
back in the day. So
and that's why I understand. Like, I don't fault him for being mad because I
like. Let me ask you this: how many times, like even whatever, how many times are you gonna let a person take a jab at you publicly, and you gonna sit there and hold your tongue? Well,
see, that's why I said I don't fault him for being upset.
I mean,
he has every right to be upset.
Even slapping him in public.
But I wouldn't have hit him. Like I said, I would have respected if he did it during his speech and said something like towards Chris Rock and what he said. Like, when does it end? Like the jokes and stuff like that. Because I think that would have shed a bigger light to where people would have been like, dang, that was kind of foul.
I mean, maybe, but I feel like keep it verbal and increase the peace.
Yeah, exactly. Because you took a verbal jab. Now I'm gonna take a verbal jab.
I feel like with comedians, they don't quit. Like if something else was to happen with Jada and she came up, he'll probably jab at her again.
Well, I think once Will gave that public warning, like, yo, you did this. I seen it as disrespectful and all that stuff. And say if Chris Rock did it again. Okay, now that warrants a slap. You know what I mean? Now it's warranted a slap because I warned you. I told you not to do it, and you did it.
I hear you.
But I just think doing it out of the random like he did, because nobody expected it. I don't think nobody thought he was going to slap him out of anything. When he started walking up, I was like, what's about to happen? Smack. Whoa. You know what I mean? It caught everybody off guard.
Facts.
But I just see a lot of people that's agreeing with it, and I'm just thinking in my head, like, well, then if we agree with it, is it kind of like we're condoning that violence to happen? Like
I said, just increase the peace, keep it verbal. Like I didn't think about it until Suave said it. I was like, if we're kind of like allowing this, then can your coworker just roll up on you, slap you, and not do nothing like that? And like,
I mean, you gotta think about it. If a coworker's gonna do that, they're gonna do that.
What are you gonna do then, Snoop?
If a coworker come up and slap me?
Well, I mean, you won't know until that moment happens, right? Because I think it's easier said.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think I'm. I mean, at that point, it's self-defense. So if they try to like fire me, I'm defending myself. I can't sit here and let someone assault me. So, but I mean, you know, I'm not doing it on the big stage. So I get why Krys Rock didn't fight back, because then that would have looked terrible.
Right.
If they would have been up there squabbling, like really fighting,
going back and forth, yeah,
they would have had to cut the commercial break immediately and get security.
Right.
But with social, see, you gotta think this type of stuff probably happens so many times with award shows and stuff, but with social media now they really getting it, and you able to put it out before they can cut it, they edit it and cut it out.
Yeah,
and people be quick with it. Like I've heard like songs.
Right.
Oh yeah,
everything.
They quick.
Memes are quick.
We reached that area where they're quick with the internet comebacks,
hour later.
Clapbacks. Yeah,
did you see
that one dude. I forgot his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Group of dudes.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about RDC World?
Yeah.
And you can't escape it unless you just do not turn on your phone.
Yeah.
Or just don't hop on any social media,
apps. That's another reason why I felt like it was a dumb decision too, because he knew, like he had to know as soon as you walked up and you smacked him, that was going to go all over the internet.
Like the
he had to know. Yeah, like knowing how social media is right now, any type of thing that has like a viral, like, oh my God, it's going to go crazy. So it's like, you knew that when you walked up, so you should have knew.
Do y'all think there's any possibility at all that it's fake?
See, who knows? Because I don't know. Like,
I don't think it's fake.
Do you think it's a possibility that it could be staged?
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yes.
You think so?
I mean, you got to, right? In the world we live in, you can't sit here and believe everything that happens on social media. That's some of the most crazy shit we've never seen.
I guess if you go to the concept of like the Oscars, like steadily losing viewership and stuff like that, and needing like a boost in viewers. That makes sense.
That would just set it off, and look at the buzzes generated. Like, it's not far fetched, but I mean, if I were to call it, I think it actually happened. But the idea of it being possibly staged isn't far fetched.
So I seen posts that saying that was like a pad on his face.
What do you say, Snoop?
Like a big ass pad on his face, like he had the Nelly Band-Aid under his eye, but it came all the way across his cheek, and
no lies, if we can.
Like a big pad.
I don't know.
The internet, in 4K, you can see anything. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
The internet will go in though. They be going deep.
The conspiracy
making up stuff. Yeah. Everything on the internet.
So let me ask y'all this then, because I mean, I feel like this may play a part too, but I may be getting too conspiracy theory-isty on y'all. But y'all think maybe race had a part of it too? The fact that it was Krys Rock and Will Smith, you know, two of the biggest faces in black culture, as far as anything. I mean,
as far as the conspiracy goes, like,
I mean, do you think it like, you know, do you think it was planned for a black male to slap another black male on the Oscars, which is like the biggest white show?
That's where it was crazy to me.
I can't relate because I can.
I mean, this happens all the time on 106 Park and the BET Awards. You know, the hip hop. We're gonna be like, oh shit, okay, cool. That shit gonna happen, and we're gonna move on from it.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna cut the commercial, and it's gonna look ghetto as hell. But they gonna be like, oh, cut the commercial. You gonna hear some shit, right? So, you know, it happened on the Oscars, and they just let it roll. This nigga Krys was.
Yeah, Krys was just like frozen, staring. I was like, oh, well, there it is.
That was the biggest moment in television. Wow.
It's wild.
So, I don't know. Do you think, y'all think, maybe?
I don't know with that. You know, a lot of people been bringing race into the situation, but I don't know. I don't see race in the situation.
I feel like that's like my privilege showing because I can't relate, but I don't necessarily think that's far-fetched either, but I can't relate.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound, that explanation you just said, like, if it's happened, it's happened, and that's.
But
it's a possibility.
To me, it's like, who looks good in the situation? Like, Krys ain't gonna look good. Will Smith ain't gonna look good. Nobody looks like good in the situation. You can say that Krys handled it better, but like nobody really like. There's not really like a good look in the situation.
Like, who wins out of the the premeditated event?
Yeah, like Jada's getting more heat from it than before it. You know what I mean? Like, people's like really roasting her, and I'm like, geez, like.
I mean, to be honest,
now everybody knows about her
getting
condition.
The worst of it, you know what I mean? Because you got to think, Will was already getting talked about for, his wife cheating on him with August Alsina and this guy kicking it with his kids and being in his house and shit like that. So, and then Jada going on, public TV and announcing that she cheated on him. It's just like, damn, man, you gonna do me like that on TV?
Damn.
Then you come on here,
but see that's
happening, and then you slap them, and now they like, Will, you over here slapping dudes for your wife when she over here sucking. You know what I mean? Now he got to deal with that. You know what I mean? You seen the meme? Yeah, Will. I seen you smack him, but Tupac would have shot him.
James,
how you think Will feels?
James called him Hitch.
Yeah, I seen that. That was funny. He said Chris Rock put in all that work just to get slapped by Hitch on stage at the Oscars.
Man, that's some shit, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
With Will under this pressure, I just hope he don't do nothing crazy.
Yeah,
because that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with.
It's a lot.
But I feel like a lot of it comes from people really prying and picking at stuff that's going on without really understanding the situation of like what they be talking about sometimes. Like with the whole August Alsina thing, people blew that whole thing up, but I was just like,
the what now? I'm unfamiliar.
Oh, you don't know the August Alsina?
You ever heard about that the entangled situation?
No.
And she had an entanglement.
Yeah, they made a whole movie about that shit. So soon as that word came out, bro, entanglement was on everything.
I knew that, right? I knew that was a whole wave, but I don't know the roots of the wave at that point.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Jada Pinkett cheated on Will Smith with August Alsina.
Yeah,
and she went on an interview and she said, "Well, I don't think I cheated. I would call it an entanglement." And nigga Will Smith said,
he said, "Let's be honest, it was a relationship." But the thing is, they spoke openly about them having an open relationship.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where people look over that.
Yeah.
But it's like they do have an open relationship. So it's like, yeah, she was talking to him. Maybe she was doing more than she should have for an open relationship. I don't know that the ins and out of that. That's their relationship. But I feel like people was like, because maybe our standard perception of what a relationship is, like, oh yeah, a relationship is just supposed to be monogamous, I feel like people can't grasp the concept of their significant other talking to somebody else. Like maybe Will Smith had other women that he was talking to. They just
like polygamy.
Yeah. They have like an open relationship. Maybe they have other people they talk to. We don't know.
Yeah, they be on some stuff for sure.
Yeah.
I seen them at EDC once and they was on some stuff.
What? You seen Will Smith at EDC?
Yeah, they had like I was doing security there one
year
and they had like the VIP section up there and I ain't gonna speak on that, but yeah, they was up there.
You ain't gonna speak on it.
You about to hear? You about to
on some shit?
You about to hear a knock at the door? Who's that? Will.
My wife's name.
Will just slap Snoop. Everybody. We just had the greatest damn podcast.
That's like
that should have blown up.
It's crazy because even Chris Rock admitted like this is like the most and what he said like the most entertaining thing on television.
Yeah, he said this is the greatest thing on television.
And look at the ripple effect. Like cats have not stopped talking about it, and we need this wrapped up by Wednesday night.
Yeah, I feel like people need to just stop talking about it already. It happened,
but here we are. We're talking about it.
Yeah,
so it's like
we got to. It's world stuff. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I think it was a lot.
So let me ask you, Chris.
What's up,
I don't know if you've seen it, but did you see what Bernie Sanders said about Nike?
Yeah, I have.
About the inflation and how they going up on their prices and it's like outrageous or whatever.
As a young fat Joe said, yesterday's price is not
today's price.
So with the inflation, I honestly like it. I'm at an interesting point in my own journey with sneakers, right?
Okay.
And like I've never really been the one where like frugality has been like the shit. You know what I mean? I feel like the common misconception right now is that people love wearing like StockX tags to see, hey, I paid this much,
right? Or
if they're fake, then it's a fake flex of I paid this much.
Yeah.
To me, it's always been like how cheap you get it, right? With inflation, I can't relate on that, so I'm not even necessarily entertaining like the idea of just like, hey, Nike's raising prices on certain things. If I'm gonna wear it for like me for the toe, I'm not gonna entertain that idea.
Yeah.
But yes, I have seen it because I mean now Nike's increased like Jordan 1s are 100. They went from like 170 to to 180. And then when you was buying, because again, we were all outside back then, right? When you was outside buying sneakers, Jordan 1s were like maybe like $70 or something.
Yeah.
95
probably.
Maybe 95, like what, 2006 or something? 2006. Yeah. People didn't really care for Jordan 1s back then. You know what I mean? But now here we are. Was that $115 more or so? Over
$170 more.
My math ain't mathing tonight, y'all. I'm sorry.
It's 180 now. It was 95 back then. Shit.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have seen Bernie's rant on inflation, and he's not wrong, 100%.
So you know how I feel about it.
Let's talk about it.
I was about to say, have you guys talked about it? Have you talked to Krys about it?
Krys about it. He told me just don't do it.
Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Are you talking about the fake shoes?
Yeah.
So what is your take on that? Just in general, just buying.
I think that if you are gonna buy, because again, everyone's journey is unique and it's their own. I personally wouldn't do it, but if you want to buy fake sneakers, cool. Just don't sell it because that's a federal crime.
Right.
Oh, okay.
If you want to do it, bro, do it. But there's other alternatives in being fly. You know what I mean? Like, in its own right, you can't go wrong. If you're gonna you can't go wrong with like a pair of Vans, Chucks. If you can't afford it, I don't think you should fake flex it. Again, there's nothing wrong, in my personal opinion. There's nothing wrong with it. But just don't sell it.
Well, his issue was beyond that though, because it wasn't that he couldn't afford it. It was the thing that like when he would try to buy it, all the people bought up the shoes and now they're reselling it for like.
So now I gotta buy the patent leather ones.
The black gold.
The black the breads.
Yeah, what about them?
So like those, like
you want to just buy a fake pair?
At this point, should I pay $700, $800, $1,000, $1,200 for them?
Absolutely not. Like again, if that's the move, I also don't think we should be.
I mean, because what do I do at this point? I'm never gonna be able to get them at 170.
Unless you find a worn pair. That's it.
At 170 though?
Again, be patient. If you really want it, like like sneakers, it's such a momentarily want, right?
I feel that.
It's such an in the moment want. But if you're patient enough, you see it at the outlet or the homie, it's like, hey, I'm moving some stuff for the low. Do you want it or whatever, right? But there's, again, if you really want it, just be patient. That's it.
So you're saying it'll pop up one day?
Yeah.
Eventually.
It'll pop up at a price that I'm okay with paying for.
See what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at with sneakers.
That's what I did with the Toro 14s. I was chilling.
Because everyone wants the sneaker, the flavor of the month.
Yeah.
And if you really die hard want it, ask yourself a year from now, 2 years from now, then it becomes like the money move first. Then if you like, let's say like Jordan 1, like the Alma Mater 3s last year, I think when they came out, it was like 400. Obviously, do you want to pay that? If you have that foresight of yes, it's going to go up down the road, then yeah. But if you can't afford it, and you don't care about wearing fake sneakers, and get the fake sneaker.
Mm-hmm. They retail at 400?
No. I mean, just like aftermarket. I don't even know what retail is, but you know what I mean? Like, again, just don't sell it if it's fake.
So what do you think about the whole like reselling thing? Like people buying up a whole bunch of shoes and then reselling it.
That's that's just capitalism. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I hate that junk. I think it's messed up.
Well, I mean, look at it this way: like, manufactured goods get.
I hate that junk.
Goods, services, they get sold every day and someone's willing to pay more, right? If there's a market, someone's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
And then there's the market for that, someone's gonna pay more than that. On top.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's just how it's gonna go. So,
but that's just it's so cold blooded.
But it's
you know what I mean? It's like okay, if I was to buy up. Say if I was to buy up water, let's talking just broad strokes or something. If I bought up all the water and was like, now y'all got to pay me $2,000 a bottle, that's kind of jacked up, right?
Then it's monopoly. Of course, there's like a backing that can limit these things, right?
Yeah.
Without that, we'd be screwed and it'd be anarchy, of course. But that's just capitalism.
So is there backing on
like sneakers, or what do you mean?
Yeah, like on like buying up a whole bunch of sneakers and reselling.
To some degree, you know what I mean? There's retail stores that have managers and they have, of course, backdooring or selling sneakers behind whatever. Mm-hmm. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
They're going to have to make their margins meet, etc. And that's just business at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You you can't stop it.
Yeah, I feel like you can. Yeah, it's gonna happen regardless,
If
like you said. But it just doesn't change the fact that it's like basically taking.
It depends on what your role in the game is. Like, if you want to be someone who just loves sneakers, then you have to just make money that you just love sneakers. Versus hey, this is a business and I'm gonna push do numbers and that's that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me ask you: what was the highest amount you ever paid for some sneakers?
The most I've ever paid was $650.
What was those?
It was 85 Royal Ones.
So what about those made it worth $650?
I think when people are gauging market value, look at what other pairs in that market are going for, the last transaction sold for that shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And then that kind of helps weigh in what numbers you want to gauge pricing at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. But I mean, like, what makes the shoe that valuable?
Well, I mean, that shoe.
Why is it? Because I mean, I'm pretty sure that shoe you retailed at $170, right?
No, that shoe. It's the 1985 Royal One.
Okay.
Like, they came out in
1985 Royal One. Okay.
So they came out in 85.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's different.
That's kind of just
different.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, still.
Right. I think
I think that kind of has like a vintage.
Yeah.
Market. Like I said, there's a market for everything.
Were they wearable?
Yes. So like majority times the 85 like sneakers made in the 80s, right? Made from like a certain rubber. I don't know the logistics of it. A lot of it has longevity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Especially like the Jordan 1 or a Dunk, Air Force 2, things with that kind of like sole.
Mm-hmm.
They can last you that long if they're, you know what I mean? If like, again, like science, oxidation, rubber dries out, etc. If it goes that long, it goes that long.
Right.
But yeah, that's the most I paid for a sneaker, to answer your question.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like what makes it worth it. Because I mean, I feel like that right there. Because how much is that shoe worth now?
Probably $4,000.
Shit.
Probably more than that.
Jeez.
But like,
damn.
Sneakers again when
$4,000
in the condition mine was at, it was probably now someone would probably pay $4,000 for those. But you know what I mean? Like at the time of when we was outside, things were more pure, right? So you know what I mean? Like Dunks, Jordan 1s. Who wants them? They're like at that time frame, if we look at it from like we're all in the dance. Like when you start dancing and being like sneakers and pop culture and being outside, what year do you think like
05, 06?
Yeah, so
04,
you know what I
05,
mean?
06.
Sneakers back then.
And I wasn't even really in the sneaker culture. You know, honestly, I was buying like the popular, I guess, Air Force Ones,
right.
Timbs, you know, a couple J's here and there, but
right. But you were outside and just being a part of the culture. There's only so many people that really want certain clothes, etc. But there's not so many people that had that foresight of like, hey, the sneaker's going to be this much down the road.
Yeah, facts.
Again, things were more pure. No one was using that as like, well, they were, but on a smaller scale, right?
Mm.
So time has passed, and 1985's price is not 2022's price.
No, that's understandable, I think, though. I don't know. I guess you probably gave the best answer on that question. I can't say nothing about that.
Yeah,
I welcome it.
I can't say nothing about it. I just hate the price. Well, I mean, like he was saying, like, you know, the resale market, like, it ain't even the fact that, you know, I don't mind paying that much. It's just the fact that, like, there's people out there buying up 200 pairs, and it's like, shit.
It sucks, man. It's monopoly. It's capitalism. But again, it depends on what kind of role you want to play in the game. Like, someone's gonna do it. Are you gonna do it? Or are you gonna buy? Or
so, do you think that's the route you should go if that's what you want to do? Or like if you just like I should like you know me, I don't want to pay resale value for shoes because I don't believe that even that it's even valuable
for you to wear, right?
Yeah, for me to wear, because I'm a crump in mine.
For sure.
I'm crumping in mine.
Get yours how you get yours.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
I bought some 11s from the homie. He was like, do not dance in these.
Dances them.
Bro, the sole right off. I'm like, well, I mean, shit, what'd you expect, bro? You expect me to wear these and not dance in them?
Damn, that's
fucked up.
It's I have like an interesting relationship with sneakers and dance.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until recently where I started wearing like Air Maxes or whatever. Like, I know y'all did an episode on what sneakers you guys wear to dance in.
Yeah.
For me, For a while, it was Vans and Chucks.
I love Vans.
But I'm trying to
Hate
get out.
Chucks.
I'm trying to get out of that. Trying to get out of that mindset. So I've been wearing like some Nikes. It's like the Zoom Spiridon, which is really light.
Okay.
And yeah, I find those. I guess depending on how the mood is or what style, whatever, how I feel in that day, I'm more leaning towards the Spiridon. Yeah. Vans and Chucks are fire to dance in, but I've been dancing for like years.
I do not like Chucks to dance in, but Vans are good. Vans are good. I like SBs, but
I like SBs too.
That's it. That's so interesting because like
I like SB Blazers at that.
I was thinking was like Rap had like those Blazers, those orange and silver ones, and that was those came out in like 2009 or some shit. They're still holding up. Yeah.
I mean, all my Blazers are still holding up. I don't wear them no more though. But
yeah,
that's crazy. That sneaker like came back. Like Blazers have always been in style, right? But like especially with dunks, etc. Like where like oh damn, they're resurfacing in popularity and like it's really fire to see.
Yeah,
like 2005, 2006, there was cats was buying Blazers and dunks.
Yeah, I love them. I mean, I'm tall, so I don't like high top dunks that much. But SB Blazers to me just like they just fit perfect. They the right height on your ankle. They're comfortable.
Boom.
You got a reason.
Facts.
Yeah, I had the Swoosh Life Nikes, the gray and orange ones.
Well, I mean, like, what do you? So I think if we were to take out like our own sentimental ties with what's going on now, how do you feel about Nike's inflation? Are you like indifferent? Are you still gonna like, hey, there's other brands to check out? Or
I mean, see, me personally.
And it's all preference. There's no right or wrong answer.
I get inflation, period. But right. I mean, Nike's inflation to me doesn't really bother me. I don't care that they're charging 170 or 180 for some shoes. I just hope that they keep creating and making new. Like,
okay,
don't stick with just making like your whole market value is going to be you releasing old shoes. No, come with something new. Keep it innovative. So that's why I like. You know, I don't mind all these other sneaker places. That's why I don't have a problem buying what we call fake shoes. It's just like a mock. You know what I mean? Because it's a real shoe. Somebody really created it. You know what I mean? They did it pretty good. You know, it ain't like it's just not rubber or not leather or some shit. You know, it's a real shoe. It's just somebody that wasn't working for that company made it.
Right.
So all these other shoe brands that's coming out now. You know, anybody can make a shoe. If you came out with a kick, I'd be like, yo, if I like it, I'm like, yo, that's super dope.
I hear you. I
want to wear it.
I bought a buddy of mine. I've known through sneakers for past 11-ish years. And shout outs to him, the homie from 19th Letter. Mm-hmm. I got like I guess what we would call a bootleg Jordan 1.
Okay.
But there's this like slight alterations to the shoe. So like imagine like a Jordan 1 high. Right, but instead of the eyelet panel,
I think I seen it.
Right,
I think I seen it when you posted. Yeah.
So I'll actually have a picture. But
so what are those called?
He calls them the Air Stampedes.
Hey, I fuck with it.
But you know what I mean? Like imagine.
So he customized them.
Well, not necessarily customized necessarily, right? But like if you run a business here, got plugs in Asia or whatever, like distributor to get them made or whatever, right? Make it happen, like,
right?
Yeah.
So like
that's what Nike's doing.
Well,
yeah, that's that. Yeah, I seen these. These are hard as fuck.
Because he changed. He changed the eyelet panel to
that's
like
crazy.
Because you know the Jordan 1 is like in a zigzag-ish pattern,
the
eyelets, but those are it's like it's more flush.
I don't know what you're talking about with the eyelets.
All right, well, more on that later.
I said,
I'm sorry, Snoop. I'll be technical with it.
Yeah, you're technical with it. And I get that too. You know what I mean? Like if you're technical about it and you're just, you know, oh, I like the way that's made. I like the way this sewn together. Okay, I can see the value. But if somebody's just like, you know what, I just want to buy it because it's the hottest trend that's going on right now. That's what kind of annoys me. Because I feel like that's what really keeps the market up so much.
Absolutely.
Because so many of those people are going to buy it as opposed to these people that, like, I remember I looked up the person who actually created that shoe and I was like, I guarantee you 75% of the people don't know who this is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's true. Yeah.
I mean, so like if you like exclude like price point, what sneakers do you really like go after? Is it just like a pair of J's like 6 10 whatever increment months from now, or is it just like whenever like expendable like income pulls up, or
what shoe would I go for?
Yeah, like outside.
None really. I mean, if they're
is it just like if it's hot, I'm copping, or is it just like
so I like
because you can't cop everything hot?
Yeah, right. I like 14s. I like ones in certain colorways. I like 3s. I like 4s. I never had a pair of 13s.
Just select models.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel it.
So it's like, I mean, I recently had a pair of 14s, and I was like, yo, these are comfortable as fuck.
Right.
So now I'm stuck on 14s. Anytime a 14 come on, I'm like, yeah, that shit hard.
Yeah, nostalgia plays a big buying factor. I think when people are just buying in market, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
14 is a sneaker I don't think I could wear again, but I fucking love because of my own sentimental purposes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's one of my first sneakers with like as a kid, like in kindergarten.
Okay.
Like I actually have fond memories of. Like I've had J's before that, but I don't remember that shit.
Right. Yeah, I remember I was a kid. I had the ones. I had the regular Chicago ones, and I was like,
oh, the 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess shit. I don't know shit.
I use sneakers for like dating purposes. So it'd be like, oh, it's around this time frame. You know what I mean? Like, carbon dating looking ass.
You know what's crazy? I don't. If I had like a shoe of choice, it would not be like Jordans.
Yeah,
I think I would go for like
any sneaker in the world.
Casual. Either like a Nike
I
SB.
thought we were just talking about Jordan because I would
like
go
I
for
said,
SBs too.
Yeah, I'll probably go SBs.
All the SB Blazers I would try to get.
Like
I couldn't get back in the day.
Yeah.
Like low, high, mid.
I would probably go low.
Yeah, I respect it. You still got those taxis, right?
Yeah, somewhere.
Joints? That's what's up.
Yeah, so it's like just because I just feel like they were really comfortable. You know, they were chill. Just a casual shoe. You didn't have to do too much.
Yeah,
oh, that's true.
Different colorways, all that. So it's like,
what's like the ideal suave colorway if you could just make one? It's just like,
honestly, I think I would go with something like a dark red, probably black swoosh, maybe like a gum bottom or something like that.
Yeah, gum bottom sneakers, you can't really go wrong.
Yeah,
I feel.
Yeah, so I like something like that.
Is James still in here? Remember those gray SB Blazers, the low top Blazers that I have with the gum bottom, and then he went out and fucking got them.
The gray ones?
Yeah, you don't remember? It was gray and black, and the bottom had it was gum bottom, and he went out like a week later and got the same one. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "What? I can wear them too." I was like, "No, you're supposed to get them right after I get them." You don't remember that shit?
Yo,
I remember the shoe.
That's crazy to think about, like as dated as it sounds. I feel like back then, if someone in like the squad circle, home, whatever, got the shoe that you had, you'd be like, hey, yo, like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, now I feel like it'd be like, oh yeah, it's super accepted. Right. Oh yeah, we could squad up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm not mad. I'm like, damn, but like, Deb, you know, back in the day, like, oh, you bought the same exact.
Yeah. It's like, why you bought my shoe? Yeah.
That's me. Yeah. Bro, I wore them just last week. What are we really doing?
Factory.
I feel it, and that's like such another perspective of like buying sneakers. Like, yo, if I buy this, homie gonna have it on the next day. Like, I think because like there's people, I'm guilty. Like, I'll only wear a shoe if it's like a new release sneaker. I'll wear it like maybe a handful of times, throw it away. Not throw it away, but like throw it like in the back.
I was gonna say, Dan, I hurt my feelings.
I'm broke. I'm broke. But like throw it away, like throw it in the back of your closet, and then one day when people forget about it, be like,
bust them out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, y'all forgot about these.
Y'all forgot that? Like, because again, like, I think that when people want sneakers, it's, again, in the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where if you pay, obviously strive to pay retail or less, but if you're paying more than that, then I guess good for you if you can afford it. But damn, you know what I mean? Like, to me, this frugality is where it's at. Outlet shit. Finding steals, thrifts.
Yeah, I mean, because people do be coming up on shit like way later. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Because I've never went to Ross and found like a hidden gem.
I hear you.
Ever.
I hear you.
I've never went to the outlet and found like some shit like, oh shit, they got these right now. Let me just.
Yeah, I've actually had that at the outlets.
Really?
Yeah, because remember I used to work at Nike.
Work there, yeah.
So I'll be like,
always, bro, yeah.
Oh,
bro, all them dunks.
When did you work
crazy with the dunks?
When did you work at Nike?
Shoot, that was around what 2006.
Nah, was that 05? Yeah, no, maybe.
It was because I left at like 2008.
Was that at
so
Bell?
Like
was that at Bell's or North?
North.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to get some crazy shoes up there.
Yeah. I
used to be like, that's where I got I think it was like the glow in the dark
Blazers?
Nike Blazers. Yeah.
Called it.
I was like, I'm taking it.
I was gonna say, what was your fondest gem sighting at the outlet when you worked there? Was that it, or?
I think that was it.
Yeah.
The one that I seen.
The dark blazers, I respect. That was like a whole. There was a time, bro. We was outside.
Everything. Yeah. I feel like everything was cool though. Everything was different.
Exactly. Like,
it wasn't too much of the same. And I feel like it also, since the fact that it was available to so many people, once you seen somebody else got, you was like, I can't jock. I gotta find my own. You know what I mean?
I gotta respect it. Yeah.
You got those already. Let me go ahead and try to find something else that ain't nobody got.
Yeah, that's like, I think like that mindset is like getting more. I'm not saying it's not getting more minimal, but like everyone, not to say everyone, but a lot of people will wear the same shit.
But I guess if they don't care as much.
But I guess I guess if you just flip it like you in your own way, like if you like out like on the whole fit spectrum, it's like, hey, you did your thing, versus like, hey, you walk down the street, someone's dipped the exact same way.
Yeah, same V-long shirt, same pair of jeans. It's like, god damn. That's
Then it becomes washed, right?
Yeah. I more so don't care if somebody was to jock shoes now.
You can't
back then, because it's like,
right.
But going back on what you say, it is like kind of how you wear it though. Because if you jock the whole style though, it's like, okay, you're just
I feel like nowadays it ain't even the fact that I'm jocking your style. It's just the fact that I got money too. So it don't even matter.
But then even think about it, if someone was dancing, it's like the same sequence, not even necessarily the same move, because I don't think like a move, but like a whole sequence, like scheme, etc. Like within 5 seconds,
just a certain movement, like that's my shit.
Within like some, like I said again, within like same 5 second, whatever, boom, like yo, what? You seen someone else did the exact same thing?
Yeah, we just saw that.
It's even crazy because now that's kind of accepted in Crump, pretty much.
Is it?
I mean, you taking workshops from people, they teaching you exactly how to do what they do, and you go out and do
what they do.
What they taught you, like, granted, you're gonna put your own spin on it, but you finna do, like, if you know Rex do something crazy with his hand like this, and you go out and do the same thing, they're gonna say, well, he did it this way.
Do you equate like I think maybe like essence, like if you did the exact same sequence and someone had it like in a different cadence, timing, more raw, whatever.
Absolutely.
Does like
absolutely.
Okay. Then.
Absolutely. But I mean, that's not all the time. For the most part, you're gonna have 1 or 2 people with essence do it, and then you're gonna have 15 to 20
people just
without the essence.
Yeah,
just trying to match that energy.
Right. To me, that is like the line of inspiration versus imitation.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Like if you're inspired to do a movement, you're gonna kind of.
Yeah, you're gonna make it your own.
Yeah, but then now you're just imitating it because you seen, oh damn, Chaz just did that. That shit look crazy right there.
So I'm gonna do exactly that.
As soon as I dance to that track, I'm about to. Right when he do that, I'm about to. I'm gonna feel it. I wanna feel it right when he felt it and how he snapped away. I'm trying to snap away just like that.
I guess, is kind of to segue into that motion. Did you guys watch X versus Chez? That battle at the mod.
I mean, I watched the story.
Okay.
Clips.
I seen
there's a whole video.
Clips.
Yeah, they dropped the battle.
Oh, they dropped it.
It's out.
Yeah,
fuck.
I heard about it. I heard about it. I didn't watch it.
Did a reaction right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
What'd you think of it though? You personally.
So, in my own honest opinion and perspective, I think X took it.
Okay.
I can see why, but go ahead.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil my breakdown. I mean, if y'all are gonna watch it on an episode or what have you.
I mean, I've seen the story clip, so I've seen X's 3 rounds and I've seen Chez's 3 rounds.
Right. So X took round 1. Chez stepped it the fuck up the second round, but X watched that. Not to say watched, but he definitely took that. Also, in my opinion. The third round, I still give that to X. It was weird because like they cut off the video for whatever reason.
For who? X?
Both of them.
Like, well, their last rounds was both short.
It was short for whatever reason.
Chez stopped before the time actually stopped on his round.
Right.
Yeah.
X kind of, he finished his whole round. He did everything, but it was just super short.
I'll say my thing with this whole battle thing that's going on with X and Chez or whatever. As long as people have a legitimate reason on why they think so and so won, then whichever side, then I respect it. But I've been seeing people comment stuff like, "Oh yeah, you know, X washed Ches, blah blah blah. You know, that's what he get for being in the cult." Yeah. Well, now it don't look like you're, you know what I mean? Yeah. Now it don't look like you're really judging the battle for the battle. So it looks like there's extras there. You know what I mean?
When you see those comments, just from the majority of the people that's saying that exact thing, is it mainly crumpers?
Yeah, it's crumpers.
So I feel like a lot of people couldn't even judge it honestly because
without that lens.
Yeah, of that feeling like now I see Ches in this light, so it's like I can't even.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like people got to remove that and watch the battle, you know, because I feel like there's such a bad taste right now for tie-dyes, people are kind of watching it with a dirty lens, kind of, you know, it's kind of like on the filter of, oh, this dude, you know, he
like none of his crump has no essence. It's like you don't have no street, you ain't shit no more.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like they want him to lose.
They don't believe what he's doing now. They don't even believe his movements.
Do you feel like, do you watch a battle happen in that moment? Like, let's say if they use like recycled material battles prior, do you equate that in that battle in that moment?
No, but the reason why I say that is because I wasn't doing it before.
Because I know people do that.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't do it just because of the arena.
Yeah,
like for the fact that it's an all styles battle, Ches could have did everything he did from any kind of era in Crump, because it was not Crump. You're doing it in a whole nother arena. I want you to do, show the whole world now what you did in Crump that was so amazing. So,
and also it goes back to like how you do it, like the timing and stuff. If it's the exact same move, exact same timing, exact same, then it'll be like, oh, okay, But if it was like different elements, different way you got into it, different, then it's different. You just remixing something that you did. A lot of people stack moves on top of each other nowadays, so it's understandable.
Right.
I don't knock it, but yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying like Ches remixed a lot of stuff, or he was like using a lot of old material, but it's like
he was definitely using a lot that hat in the old way.
It's like
I'm not familiar.
People have been doing that forever though.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, it wasn't even like he was doing none of the new stuff with the hat. He was doing
because I'm not familiar with Ches's
outdated shit with hats.
I'm not familiar with Ches's moveset and catalog and down to the hey, you did this and this bad and then you know what I mean.
See, the thing is like watching Ches dance now. Since he's been out of Crump, the things that he's doing isn't the trend no more. Everybody else is kind of doing their own thing and coming up with their own movements. So when you see Ches bounce his hat off his face like that, it's like, when you were in the game, that was popping. But you've been missing for a while. Now you gotta like,
get up to date with Crump.
Yeah, do whatever. Do some shit Rex is doing with the hat or something.
The style changes every day.
Yeah, goes back to that.
And I think that would be something for Ches to realize, like within himself, like, I can't sit here and expect to really dog how I used to dog in Crump because I'm not even in Crump. And I feel like a lot of people was kind of saying that too. It's like, you're not even in Crump. You ain't lapping, you ain't around us. You don't even have that same, your shit ain't hitting the same because you're not around us. You don't even feel it the same way you used to feel it. You feeling it, you trying to harbor a feeling that you had a while ago, but that's gone now. You ain't here no more. You ain't, around Crump love. You're doing what you do. You around, ballet dancers or tap dancers. Swing dancers. This is just what that's it. And I get it because no matter what, Ches can move his body like crazy. So being around all those people is good. But when you try to jump into that battle, you already know Crump is like the best battle dance. So not being in that atmosphere, I feel like his energy was just different.
It was different.
He didn't know how to attack like he usually do.
But I feel like he could snap into it. He just has to get, like you said, back into the meat of the movement.
Yeah.
Him being on the outside a little bit. It's probably just harnessed the way he like approaches Crump and the way he approaches his rounds, because now he's around people who do it for performance basis. You know what I mean? They're all doing this junk for showmanship, entertainment. Yeah. So that I think that's where he's that's where his crump is coming from now. It's not in the battle arena.
Right.
It's in the performance arena, and I feel like people ain't really messing with that. But I think Ches lost. I thought Ches lost against that B-boy, that one B-boy.
The one he kicked.
Which one?
Yeah, I thought he lost that battle. So there's times where I thought Ches like, okay, yeah, you might have lost that one, but I just feel like that's why I want people to be able to look at it with a clear lens and not a filtered, like, dirty lens, and be like with the bitterness in them.
Right.
Maybe that will make them see things a little bit clear, you know?
JJ said Ches won.
Is that JJ?
Is that JJ?
Yeah, I think that is, yeah.
They got it. That's the Filipino JJ?
Yeah.
Shout out to JJ.
Yes, sir.
It's the homie.
Shout out. Yeah. But what did you think? I guess you can give us.
What's up?
Well, he thought X won.
Yeah, I think X won.
He said X took first and third round.
Second could have went either way. I think
so have you ever seen X dance before?
Yes.
So when you seen X dance, has he when he was battling Ches, did he not do nothing new? He didn't recycle anything?
Everything
from like a consensus standpoint, because I'm not looking at multiple times watching someone, you know what I mean?
No, I get it. I'm just saying though,
I think some of it was recycled, but
yeah.
Again, I think that's just like an objective. People look at other people when they battle. You know what I mean?
That's not what you look for.
No.
Okay. I mean, I get that. I'm just saying. Because, a lot of people are like, yeah, Ches is doing stuff, recycle. It's like, yeah, but
people never really speak on that.
Yeah, but I've never seen X. I haven't really seen X dance that much. So I'm watching him
new
dance,
to
and
you.
I can't assume, like, oh, yeah, he's doing everything recycled. That's why I didn't judge Ches rounds like that, because I'm like, yeah, even though I know it, and I know what he's supposed to be doing, they don't. They haven't seen it that much. So
yeah,
I'm just speaking on, my standpoint of what, why it looked like, or why he lost, or why he was, because it looked like he was trying to rush material. It looked like he was trying to like cram stuff in and try to do a trick just to get the crowd jumping, because he knew the crowd was on some trick shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like he was trying to rush and cram and do whatever he could do at that moment, instead of just trying to like just do raw crump, because they wasn't feeling that too much.
And I'm not a fan of Ches. Like, I'm more of a fan of Ches's raw crump than his material.
Me too.
To be honest.
And that's why most crumpers was like probably like, nah, this nigga.
Yeah.
This ain't it. Like, you don't even know he trying to dance different.
Cause Tie-Dye moves crazy.
Yeah.
Just in general, he don't really even need the material that he do.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I feel like when he went into that All-Stars battle, he should have took what he's learning on that performance stage and kind of like mixed it in and just did all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you should have, been dancing slower, hitting different grooves and different pockets. Like, just do all the shit you've been learning. And battle him with that.
Yeah, because even at a pacing level, X was doing a lot more. Not necessarily a lot more, but it looked patient. It was slow.
Yeah.
Ches, a lot of stuff looks rushed.
Yeah.
Hat tricks weren't kind of as the precision level, like we were kind of used to seeing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that I did see that on that footage. Like, when I watched the footage of him, I did think like, dang, Ches looked like he went back to moving like speedy Ches. Yeah.
That's what all crumpers do in all styles battles. Even though he danced to a crump track, I'm like, you dance to this crump track that's slow. We can hear you rapping on it. Yeah, you dancing like you dancing to a hip hop. Like, nigga, slow down.
He been in the All Stars, dancing to all that music, dancing to those different tracks.
That's why I feel like he should have been able to dance to that better.
Yeah,
because he dances. I don't know, some of the craziest songs.
Right.
Hella slow songs and Christian songs and shit. So I'm like, man, you can tap into this and
are they Christian?
One of them was.
I think his second track was like a track that he rapped on.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was. I think his first round track was.
Yeah,
maybe, but I do remember hearing him like just be talking over the second, like, yeah, I wrote this. Like,
yeah, he did.
He made the track and still took the L. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Trying to dance different.
I don't know. Like, if I couldn't feel it, like, yo, the track, the ins and outs of the track. You made the track.
You know everything.
Yeah.
You know the words. You know the chorus. You know the tempo.
And people still didn't feel it.
Yeah. Because he wasn't dancing crump to it. He was trying to dance what they wanted to see, doing tricks and shit.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I don't know.
Led by the dollar.
He should have did that. He should have just went out there and did Crump. And
I'm tapped out, coach. That's wild.
So tapped out.
That's wild. I don't know.
Nah, I feel you. Though,
He wrote the track.
He wrote the track. He did make. He made his own track. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, going back to shoes, but though,
Sure.
what would be like some of your go-to pairs that you would just in general, like if you was to go leave the house, something like your favorite pairs that you would leave the house with? Or do you not?
Damn! It's what's funny is I have like shoes like my family has like a rack of shoes by the door.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of the time, I don't use most of those shoes. Like they're just there.
Really?
Is it very? I think the weather has been pretty nice, really, right?
Yeah,
we can all agree on that.
Well, I mean, it was kind of crazy with the rain yesterday.
So like
the other day.
I guess it depends.
I wasn't outside, but good.
Depends on like intention. Like if you're just going to the grocery store, where you outside, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on what you premeditate on like a fit spectrum or like whatever you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like down to the science or whatever. I guess at this exact moment, damn, Suave, I honestly don't know. But
no, I'm just interested to know the mind of like people who's into shoes like that.
Like I said,
so what's your how about this? What's your most comfortable footwear?
My most comfortable footwear, I feel like right now, damn.
That's a hard one too.
Well, no, because like I have like so many sneakers of different style and genre.
Yeah.
Like sometimes like if you constitute like supreme comfort versus like, hey, the sneakers like I would wear it. It's not comfortable, but I would wear it more.
You finna go to an expo,
like a sneaker event.
Sneaker event. It's starting at 10 and don't end until 10.
Damn.
It's at the city. It's at the city's convention center.
That's some shit, right?
25,000 square feet. You know what I mean?
I guess that and it's
500 different booths.
That's in its own different right because like it's a different flex versus like practicality, right? For something like that, I would pick like maybe like Huff, like mid 2000 to early 2000, or like somewhere between like 2005 to 2010 sneakers that I have because I only have a handful because I feel like both of you guys have really cool like in the cut sneakers. I know both of y'all do, but like how often do y'all wear it versus like, hey, I'm going to like a sneaker event. I'm gonna wear like a deep cut, versus like practical.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't bust out like a lot of my other shoes.
And rightfully so, because versus like the practicality aspect of everyday life.
Yeah.
Versus like, hey,
I wear all my shoes like damn near beat them up. So
they just done for and you just stop wearing them and then you wear another one.
I wear all my shoes, so I don't have like a shoe that like certain ones that I break out. Like you seen the
Snoop, you going to an expo? What you know?
Nah, I mean if I'm going to an expo,
that's some shit. I don't know.
It all depends on what colors I feel like wearing. So like today, if I got on black and red, I'm gonna pull out either the 14s,
right,
or
because the colors is on point.
Yeah, probably the 14s and they're comfortable.
So you guys don't have like a casual go-to?
I mean,
hey, that's like, yeah, because
that's the casual go-to, bro. I'll put the motherfuckers in sport mode and I'll move the whole house.
It is not for me, but I understand. Like,
I'll put the mugs in sport mode and move your couch, man.
I don't agree, but I understand, bro.
Yeah, you don't rock with the Crocs?
No, honestly, it's the closest thing to Crocs is man, I was at the outlet one day and I have these Adidas shell toe Crocs.
Okay.
And I've been eyeing them for like some weeks. And they were like, I caught them at the North Outlet for like $30.
Okay.
It's on some like, hey, I'm gonna go check the mail. Hey, I gotta take the trash out type shit, right?
Hey, I need to go get some milk.
Am I stepping out like to the Unbiased Opinions podcast? No, but like,
bro.
So you wouldn't wear the shell toes here?
Well, I don't know.
Or Crocs?
It was funny because like I knew we were gonna record the night.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll wear something like I'm huge on nostalgia for starters. So this is like for what that's worth.
Yeah, I remember you posted about those. Yeah.
So for me, this was like a sneaker I had when I had as a kid, right? Because I think like through artistic endeavors you can like curate and storytell whatever you want. So I think in moments like this, you can like, hey, kind of accent the night or whatever, make it whatever, right?
I get what you're saying.
For me, Yeah, this was my decision. I'll just wear it like to me, this is my own storytelling because we're here.
Yeah.
And this was like one of the sneakers I had as a kid when I was like in middle school. When my mom, like, I had my pops worked at Foot Action.
Okay.
And I
so also, you had all the hookups.
So we was laced up on the low, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
But then when we moved here, my mom like took us to the outlet and boom, this was like the sneaker I wore in like the 6th or 7th grade.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
boom, 360. Like this was to me, I have more of like a music sneakers. Like it's a thrill of the hunt for me, right? So nostalgic, boom, forefront. They're not the most comfortable sneaker. I'll tell you that.
They're not?
No.
They look comfortable as hell.
But he's also old as shit, Snoop. You know what I mean? Like,
so what, the soles all fucked up? Or?
Low key, yeah. Like these are from 2002.
Did you skate those?
No.
They do look comfortable though.
They look comfortable as hell.
They're from 2002.
I remember Etnies and all that, man.
Yeah.
Shit, boy, them motherfuckers.
It's like
it's like this. The skateboarding shoes always used to do the job.
Like
you talking about comfortable?
Yeah.
Anything.
Like in the current climate of like of clothes and sneakers, like the 2000s wave, people like cats love like Googled the Y2K a million times, and like the fashion, the music. I even think like the sound of that is kind of not necessarily coming back, but I'm hearing more things like because you know like rap and hip hop, like it was only until recently where this is the #1 genre, right? Now I feel like certain sounds like alternative, whatever, kind of. I'm hearing it more in like whether I'm out or like even people who like other music. Pretty safe to say that it's here.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like we see, like I seen Lil Uzi Vert change his hair to like, damn, like skater, rocker vibe. You know what I mean? And that like just I thought about that the other night. Like that like solidifies it. You know what I mean? Like last couple of years we see fashion brands, like luxury brand sneakers, like they'll create like chunky skate shoes.
Right. Going back.
And I think that like
and shit.
I'm not a fan of luxury sneakers because they just take what's already out and then make it like mid, like whatever, right? And it's not new, right? But if you want like the original idea, I guess, and if you can afford it, right, then take the original idea. You know what I mean?
Did those run you a pretty penny?
Dude, these were like $40 new.
Oh, okay.
I bought these $40 new, Snoop.
Yeah, I feel you.
And to me, like, to be kind of like, let me ask you this: do you have like your first Jordan as a kid, or do you?
No, I don't have it. I didn't even.
Do you know what your first like your fondest memories in sneaker? Like,
I know there were some ones.
Yeah. Do you remember what colors they were? Okay, fair. So, but do you feel like?
I think they were just.
Like, do you feel necessarily